Welcome back to another episode of the Grounded Sleep Podcast. My name is David, and tonight I will be your guide, going deep into that unconscious, quiet sleep space. So turn off the lights, put on your PJs, get into bed. Maybe make the room a little colder than usual. Put that blanket over you, relax, and let's get ready to sleep. And tonight I want to start with a story about a dream that I once had that actually came true minutes after I had the dream. I was taking a nap in the middle of the day when I was visiting my brother's farm in upstate New York. And I was taking this nap and I had this vivid dream that there was this small dog. And this small dog was sitting there, and there was chocolate on the table. And the chocolate somehow fell off the table onto the floor, and the dog ate it. And then I freaked out, and I was like, no, don't let that dog eat the chocolate. Dogs can't have chocolate. It's not good for them. The dog is going to die. It's going to get really hurt. So I have this entire dream, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh man, that wasn't a fun dream. But my brother at the time didn't have a dog. So I got up, I walked downstairs, and then all of a sudden this car pulls into the driveway. This is maybe 5 minutes after I'd woken up. And this young lady gets out of the car, and she gets out of the car with a small dog. And she comes inside, and there's a few people kind of gather around the table, and one of them pulls out chocolate chip cookies and puts them on the table. And at first I didn't even remember the dream. I was just like, oh, cookies. I like cookies. Who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? Uh-oh, now you probably can't sleep because you're thinking of cookies. Don't go to the refrigerator. Stay in bed. The story is not over. So, all of a sudden, somebody knocks one of the cookies off the table with those big chocolate chunks in them. And that's when the dream hit me. I remembered every part of it. The dog, the chocolate falling off the table, the dog eating the chocolate. And so there goes the dog right after the cookie. And I was like in this slow motion, no, don't let it eat the cookie. But there was nothing I could do. He ate the cookie. And I said to his owner, no, he's gonna get sick. And the owner was like, he's eaten chocolate before, he'll be okay. And luckily the dog was okay. But the dream had come true exactly the way I had dreamed it. It was amazing. And this wasn't the first time that I had a dream that had come true. It was probably the 1,000th time, to be honest. It would happen to me often. And having dreams that are premonitions that come true is not something we can just, pull out of a hat. It's like a rabbit out of a hat is a trick. It's something that some of us have come to us easier than others, of course. But we can start to develop that ability. So the more we pay attention to our dreams, the more we fall asleep with purpose, the more we awaken to our own spirituality, the more we start to invite those possibilities in. I once had a dream that my car was breaking down, and I was on my way to work, and the car in the dream showed me a picture that it was like my chariot, and it was like the spirit of the car said to me, David, I will get you to work. And at that time, my car was doing just fine. I woke up that morning, and at the time, I was a tour guide at the volcano in Hawaii. The volcano is called Kilauea. It's the world's most active volcano. And I know that because I was a tour guide. I honestly didn't know much else. I don't know why they let me do that job. I would Google things in the morning. How big is the volcano? And so I get in my car to go to work. At the time, it was like a 1998 Nissan Pathfinder that got like 11 miles to the gallon. It was red. I loved it. Or maroon. I loved it. But the gas was pretty expensive in Hawaii. So anyway, I get in the car and I'm driving to work. Again, completely forgot about the dream. And halfway to work, a huge billow of smoke comes right out of the engine as I'm driving down the road. And I have to do a tour, so I can't be late. There's a group of people who've spent thousands of dollars to come on tour with me. So I could get into my nerd voice. Be like, on the left side of the volcano, you can see the smoke coming up, rising from the crater. And in ancient Hawaiian lore, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, there's this smoke billowing out of the front of the car. And I remember the dream. And I remember my car saying to me, I'm your chariot. I will get you to work. And so I keep driving. I'm about a mile away. And all I care about is just getting there. Because if the car breaks down and I have to get it towed, I'm going to miss the tour. And I was going to be in deep trouble. And so I just drove and drove and drove slowly as the smoke is coming out of the car, which is probably a bad idea. And I pull into the parking lot of the tour company. And as I pull into a parking spot there, the car just dies. But I made it. And I knew I was going to make it because in the dream my car told me it was going to get me to work. So I listened. And if I had not remembered that dream, I definitely would have pulled over and I would have missed work. And I called a mechanic friend of mine, and while I was on tour, he came by and he fixed it, and the car was actually okay. So it was an amazing moment for me of validation, where my dreams actually helped guide my life and protect me. And we all can have these experiences if we pay attention. So as you go to sleep tonight, as you start to deepen into that stillness and darkness of the evening, as you start to kind of let go of the day, just kind of loosen your grip on the day. As you start to breathe slower and deeper, and as you start to become more present, you start to connect with that deep sleep space. It's drawing you in. And you're going to enter that deep sleep space with awareness. And you're going to enter your dream space with awareness. And you're going to enter with intention. And that intention may be to get some kind of communication around a question you have in your dreams. It may be to have your dreams help you manifest something or protect you. whatever it happens to be. And notice you're not leaving yourself to go to sleep. You're going to sleep to meet yourself. The deeper part of yourself that's just waiting for you. You might even call it your higher self. The coolest part about going to sleep is you don't have to do anything. Everything is taken care of for you. Your body functions on its own. Your brain functions on its own. An energy, a current, will take you into the dream state. And then when you're done, almost like a ride at Disney, it'll bring you out and back around. And no harm done. Let yourself go for a ride. And if you want your dreams to help you with something practical and show you the future, then fall asleep with that intention. Don't let the haters and the skeptics and those who are not connected to the deepest part of themselves keep you from taking steps, important steps. Some of the greatest scientific discoveries, songs, pieces of poetry and art were inspired by dreams. Just allow yourself to be taken deep into sleep. wish you a deep, beautiful, wonderful journey tonight as you surf through the cosmos, as you explore the deeper levels of being. I hope you rest well. I hope you rest deeply. And I wish you the best on your journey. Have a grounded sleep.